Welcome back to the Guardian Project Commander stream. I'm your host, Andy.
And I'm your other host, Mike Coyle.
And we've got returning friends of the show tonight. Claybee, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. Andy Zupke, welcome back.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're thrilled you guys are both back and jamming some Commander with us. So we've already organized the player order here. It's been randomized. Coyle, let's start with you. What are you playing this game?
For game one, I am going to be playing my $50 Zendikar Phylath deck. However, I have upgraded it by exactly 12 cards. So the goal here is to put +1/+1 counters on plants. So Phylath, when it enters the battlefield, I get a number of plants equal to the number of basic lands I control, 0/1 plants. And then whenever a land enters the battlefield under my control, I get to put 4 +1/+1 counters on target plant. So this deck actually features creature type plants in it now. So we'll see what happens there.
You said there's like a moss mastodon? Is that what it is?
Mastodon.
Mastodon.
I hope I get Mastodon.
Classic. Well, very good. And I'm playing Jarad Golgari Lichlord tonight. Have I ever played Jarad on stream? I know I've played it online. I don't know if I've ever played it on stream. So it got a couple of new fun tools from Zendikar Rising in the modal double face land cards here. So Jarad is a 2/2 that gets +1/+1 for each creature card in my graveyard, and I can pay 3 to basically sacrifice a creature, and then it deals damage equal to its power to each of my opponents. It also has an ability where I can sack a swamp and a forest and return it from my graveyard to my hand. I don't know if that's ever been relevant, but it's there, and I'm going to hope to fling some things to take it to 0. Andy, what did you bring?
All right, so I did a Twitter poll today to see what I should play, and the winner of that, with 30% of the vote, was my colorless deck, Traxos, Scourge of Kroog. So Traxos is a 7/7 Trampler for only 4 mana. Enters the battlefield tapped, and whenever I cast a historic spell, I untap it. And it doesn't untap during my untap step. So this is pretty much just an artifact good stuff deck. And I love artifacts, so I love this deck. So it's not very powerful because there's not a lot of reaction, because it's all colorless, but it's still a lot of fun.
Around 30%, that means your poll must have had those were some pretty even votes then, I assume.
Yeah, they were actually very, very close. They were even for quite a while.
Nice. All right. And Claybee, I see some Omnath over there.
Yeah, so I've got Omnath, Locus of Creation. The moment that this card was previewed, I knew that I was going to make a commander deck out of Omnath, and I knew that this was going to become my treasured deck. Just draw a card, landfall, gain life. That's everything I like to do in Magic. And so this is a tokens style deck. So it's pretty fair. It's mostly revolves around enchantments that make tokens on upkeeps. So we've got From Beyond and Awakening Zone, and you've got Felidar Retreat, Assemble the Legion. We got a bunch of cards like that. So it doesn't, thus far at least in its iterations, it hasn't been super explosive, but it accrues a lot of value over time.
Nice. I'm excited to see it. I got to play a game against it the other day, so we'll see. Have you made any changes?
I have.
Okay.
Since we played, I've made 4 or 5 changes, I think. I kind of realized over playing it a few games that it was just a little too slow, even for kind of a chill deck. I realized I had 10 6+ drop spells. I was we're not getting to cast these, so maybe a little more ramp, a little more stabilization. So we'll see.
Love it.
And before we begin, we want to make sure you check out our show. We are the Guardian Project Podcast. We are a podcast that talks about all things Magic the Gathering, but mostly Commander. And we record episodes every week, and you can find them wherever you listen to podcasts to now.
Yeah, and the links to our show will be in the show notes below, and you can find links to all of our decks and social media accounts below as well. Don't forget to subscribe and follow if you like our content. Claybee and Andy, tell everyone where they can find your content and where they can reach out to you on social media. Let's go ahead. We'll start with Andy.
Sure. You can find me on Twitter at Andy Zupke, and you can find me streaming with the Scrap Trawlers. We play budget games every first and third Sunday of every month, and then we do chats every other Tuesday, starting next Tuesday. Our first chat is going to be talking about Mercadian masks and looking at the cheap rares and see if any of them are deserving of love in EDH. I mean, everything's deserving of love, right? But we gotta look at those cards. You can also check out my bi-weekly Commander articles on CardSphere.
Very good. Awesome. Well, I'm excited for this new. Was it a treasure hunt? Is that what you called it on Twitter?
Yeah. This format that we're doing on Tuesday is called a treasure hunt, where we're going to just look at an old set and check out the cheap rares and see if any of them deserve another look.
All right. Well, I'm excited to check that out. And Claybee, where can we find you online and your content?
Yeah, so you can find me. So in the chat, I just put. So I'm part of the CNC Power Hour. We stream a variety of different things, especially right now, where tonight is the fourth night. Christian's streaming Resident Evil 2, I believe. But we're streaming 20 straight nights, raising money for Extra Life. So we're doing all kinds of Magic and Among Us, Rock Band, all kinds of different things. Actually, Andy's going to be on there next week.
I'll be on there on Tuesday.
That's right, Tuesday. And then also, you can find me on Twitch, like you see in chat, MTG_Claybee, and you can also find me on Twitter under the same name, where I pretty much talk about really silly Magic interactions, arena stories, and then like dream EDH interactions. It's kind of most of what that content comes out to.
Nice. All right. Well, we've randomized the player order, and Coyle, you're first. You want to get us started?
Absolutely, I do. I'm going to draw for turn. I'm going to play this forest and pass the turn.
All right. I will draw for turn. I'm going to play a Hissing Quagmire tapped, and then I'm going to pass my turn.
All right. Draw, and then I'm gonna do a bit of stuff because I got a good starting hand here.
That sounds like fun though.
It is. I'm excited. My deck doesn't always pop off on the first turn like this. Ancient Tomb.
Nice.
So
tap that for 2, and I will lose 2. And then we will cast a Prismatic Lens.
Okay.
And then I will tap that for a Sensei's Divining Top.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
And pass the turn.
I'm a big fan of all the things that just happened.
Me too.
I was
I love my shiny toys, my artifacts.
So we'll draw.
Also, thank you, Mr. Big Benz, for letting us know which episodes are not on YouTube. We're getting all those put up. We reached out to producer Ryan.
He's working on them. Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Alrighty, so we're going to play the Pillar Verge pathway, so on the white side. And we're going to we hold our hand the correct way. We're going to tap and pay 1, play a Skull Clamp.
Ooh.
And then we will pass.
Alright. Draw for turn. I'll play a forest, and I will pass.
All right, I will untap and draw. I am going to play... Well, it's not a good time to do this, I guess. But it seems like I should just have mana available soon. Well, no. No, you don't do that. I'm going to play a forest. I'm just going to pass.
All right. Untap. Draw. All right. Land for turn is a Zephyrin Void. When it enters the battlefield, I scry 1.
I forgot to tweet it, so I'll do it here. Hashtag chairs by Andy. Noggle. Is Noggle, is that a creature type? Is that what that was? Is that what we asked for the hashtag to be for?
I think yeah, it's the creature type that hasn't been printed in 20 years.
Okay, there's a Noggle. Is it Noggle? They're from Morning. Is this Morningtide?
Lorwyn, he said.
Oh, Lorwyn. Okay. When was Lorwyn? That was 20 years ago?
Wow.
I don't think it was that long ago. It was like maybe 15.
8 years into Magic. What was printed?
I cast my commander.
You did. He's tapped.
Love it. I mean, also terrified, but it's happening. Here we are on turn 3 or turn 2.
Yeah, Traxos is one of those cards that I always forget exists until like once every 100 games in Historic, somebody will play like a Traxos deck, and I'm like, oh, what is this again? And then like I'm just getting stomped, and I'm like, oh, that's right. That's how this works. And you're just like, all right, I'm gonna play a Gruul Guildgate tapped, and then we're simply gonna pass.
You know, I still have never seen an alternate art of Traxos to the very obvious giant robot that eats cars at monster truck jams.
That does
maybe,
feel like
maybe I need to commission somebody, huh?
There you go. I'm going to play a forest, and then I'm going to send a beanstalk giant on an adventure.
Oh, that's so nice of you.
Oh, looking for love.
I'm going to find a
in all the wrong places.
and that'll be my turn.
All right, draw for turn. I am going to play a swamp, and then I am going to play, and this is not, I'm going to play a Buried Alive to throw 3 creatures into my graveyard.
Nice.
Oh.
I'm going to put, what do I want in here?
Phyrexian Obliterator.
No, I don't have
Grey
a
Merchant of Asphodel.
I'm gonna stick a Stinkweed Imp in there, and I'm gonna throw an Acidic Slime in there. Would it be overkill to throw Golgari Thug in there too? I think it is.
What about Golgari Grave Troll?
It might be in my hand.
That's the worst place for this.
I'm aware. Tell me about it. I'm gonna throw a. Oh, there aren't any other creatures I want in the graveyard, really. It's fine. I guess I'll just I'll put a Plaguecrafter in the graveyard, and then I'm done.
It's a shame you'll never be able to get that Plaguecrafter back.
Coil. That land you got with the Beanstalk Giant doesn't come into play tapped.
Oh, it doesn't?
No.
Cool.
Do you want to lightning bolt someone?
Yeah, I play like maybe a total of 8 red cards in this deck, so.
Land for turn is a Rogue's Passage.
Hey, Dan.
2. Tap 2 for a Tome of Legends. So it enters the battlefield with a page counter on it. Whenever your commander enters a battlefield or attacks, put a page counter on it, and then I pay 1, and tap it, remove a page counter to draw a card. I cast a historic spell, so I untap Traxos.
Oh.
That's so good.
Oh gosh.
I'll go to combat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send this over to Andy.
Yeah. How big is this?
7.
Oh.
Is this there can only be one type of thing?
Two Elder Dragon.
To be fair, I agree. You never root for the hosts, so you take them out.
And then second main. I'm gonna tap 1 for a Triangle of War.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
So pay 2, sacrifice Triangle of War. Choose target creature you control and target creature an opponent controls. Each creature deals an amount of damage equal to its power to the other, so they fight.
Oh.
Excellent.
Okay.
It's pretty neat.
It's a triangle of power.
Triangle of War.
Triangle of War.
Yep. And then I will. Oh, this should have that, and that should be tapped. Oh, untapped. Sorry. Pass to Claybee.
All right, cool. I will untap. I will draw for turn.
Hey, moderately anonymous MTG. I'm good tonight. How are you?
So I'm gonna pay 1 and a white, and we're gonna play a Suture Priest. And then
every time I play Phylath, a Suture Priest comes out.
Oh, the Suture Priest is mostly just to kind of try to bolster me. I'll play Celestial Guild Gate tapped and pass.
I will untap and draw.
Suture Priest is pretty good, though, against the Phylath deck.
It sure is. I'm going to tap 3 and cast a Golgari the Generous.
Oh, heck yeah.
So
I love this
generous.
card.
So, creature ETB. Do I lose one?
Oh, no, you're good.
Sweet. And then I'm going to play an Evolving Wilds as my land for turn and pass.
All right, I'm going to untap. I'm going to dredge 5. 1, 2. Oh, there's the Golgari Thug. 3, 4, 5. And then I am going to play Verdant Catacombs, and I'm going to fetch. I'm just going to grab myself a... No, I mean, I guess, what's life? We'll go down 3 life.
That's right.
What is life? All right, we're going to grab an Overgrown Tomb when I find it.
The tombs are overgrown.
They need some Weed Whippers. Is it Weed Whipper or Weed Whacker? Opinions. Go.
Weed Whacker?
Sorry?
Do you
I've
call it a
never
Weed
heard of
Whacker?
What's a Weed Whipper?
I grew up calling it a Weed Whipper.
Really?
Yes.
I've never heard that, and my dad ran a lawn care business for the first 10, 12 years of my life.
Huh.
I guess I make up words. All right. I lost my 3 life. I'm gonna play Jarad, and right now the count in my graveyard of creatures is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Andy, I am gonna have you lose a life.
Okay. All right, going down to 29. So I have a 7/7 here, and then I pass.
Okay. End of your turn. I'll make 2 mana and lose 2 life. I'm gonna top. Look at my top 3.
All right.
I want everyone to look at Zupke's lands just to see that they're tapped 2 different directions.
Oh my gosh.
I actually hadn't noticed because I was still distracted on the realization that I had not put my Ancient Tomb in this deck. But yeah, now that's most unfortunate.
Just to save time, I'm gonna crack this Evolving Wilds and grab a mountain.
I'm pretty sure Plaidclad in chat though, you tap your lands left, right? So I'm not the only one here. I mean, now we know Andy does both, left and right.
I'm also drawing a card with the Tome of Legends.
Yeah. Nick was trying to experiment with tapping to the right, but halfway through was like, I cannot do this.
I can't do it. Mm-mm.
All right. Land for the turn is a Field of the Dead.
That enters the battlefield tapped.
Thank you. We will go to combat. This is coming at coil.
Does Traxos have trample?
Yes.
I've been declaring no blocks.
All right. Take 7.
7 commander damage.
Yeah. Go to my second main. I'm going to tap 2 for a Maze Mind Tome, which will untap Traxos. Tap it, put a page counter on it, scry 1. Pay 2 and tap it, put a page counter on it, draw a card. And there are 4 more page counters on Maze Mind Tome. Exile it. If I do, I gain 4 life. I get another counter on here for Tome of Legends for attacking.
Maze Mind Tome, current standard all-star.
Is it?
It's like since the Omnath bans and stuff, like as it's like the format's just gone mid-range. So many of the Yorion, Doom Foretold. There's so many decks running Maze Mind Tome now.
Nice. I will pass.
Alrighty. So we will untap, upkeep. We will draw for turn.
All right, so what are you all hoping for out of Commander Legends?
Legendary Myrrh.
A legendary
there's
Myrrh.
There's protection from salamanders is one of the cards. I don't know if you saw. So Maro tweeted out his like hints.
Okay.
At what's coming up.
Uh-huh.
So one of the things was protection from salamanders, which I'm very excited for, and why that's. I'm also super excited for legendary creature Rabbit Wizard, legendary creature Turtle Shaman. Legendary creature, we get an Elephant Warrior, we get a legendary horse. Like, there's a bunch in here that I'm like super excited for. There's a card that has like 50 words of reminder text.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
there's like going through it earlier. We were talking about it in our Discord, and it was just like, this sounds like so much nonsense, and I can't wait for it.
I feel like 50 words of reminder text is just Cascade, though.
Well, so we were doing the math and looking at it, and the closest one is banding.
Okay.
So we were like, okay, banding. If you do banding with legendary creature, it's actually the 4 words of rules text, 50 something words of reminder text.
Okay.
Which would be fascinating. There's a card that lists 14 abilities, creature abilities, which I don't know if I could name 14. So 2 and a green. We are going to play a Scute Swarm.
Nice.
Cute.
I'm going to gain a life. And then our land for turn is going to be a Windswept Heath.
Ooh, pretty.
Ooh, pretty one.
And so I'm going to get an insect. And I'm going to gain a life. And I'm going to pass the turn.
I will untap.
I know that when Gavin gave out some of those hints, there was a hint that said we will see a card that is Ghost of, and then a previous character that we knew, a legendary creature, and so we were trying to figure out who that could be, right? So could it be Ghost of Dak Faden, because he's dead, or could it be Ghost of Venser?
Could be Ghost of Domri.
Oh,
I guess, potentially.
that's true. I forgot Domri did die.
It doesn't have to be a planeswalker, though.
It doesn't have to be a planeswalker.
But it's probably a planeswalker, let's be honest. What if it's a ghost of the Golgari leader? The old Golgari leader.
This one right here.
Wasn't there one before that, too?
Savra, yeah, his sister.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm going to tap. See, I took out 6 lands out of this deck, so I'm missing a land drop this turn.
Oh no, you don't have 48 lands now. You only have 42 lands.
Correct.
There are also apparently multiple legendary creatures that are siblings of previous legendary creatures. So that'll be interesting to see.
Very Dominaria-esque.
Who gets a sibling?
Ooh. It's my
I'm gonna
long
cast
lost twin.
A circuitous route. And go grab 2 forests.
Max from Commander Central says Brago's dead. You're right. Brago is dead.
Brago's always
That's
been
true.
dead.
But dead. He's
On
re-dead.
that logic, Carador.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
Brago, the only legendary creature that's been killed twice.
Shout out to Kaya.
Shout out to the Orzhov Council.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm gonna pass the turn after that.
All right, untap. I'm going to actually draw this turn. I'm going to play a swamp. Someone says, okay, what about the Ghost of Avacyn?
Ooh.
Ooh, did the new one, the flip one from, did they, oh yeah, Anguished Unmaking.
Oh yeah,
That would be wild.
Ooh, hoo, hoo. All right, I'm going to tap 4, and I am going to tempt you all with my discoveries.
So you search for one land first.
Yep.
And it goes in priority order.
We're going to get, I'm going to grab a Shizo Death's Storehouse to give a creature fear.
I feel like Zupke might have some pretty good lands in that deck that he wants to
Am I
get.
tempted? I'm pretty tempted.
Be
So I can just
tempted.
search my library for any land card and go get it, huh?
Any land card, and you put it onto the battlefield however it
But
enters.
if I do...
Then
but
I
if
get to
do-
get 1 extra land.
If you're asking for my opinion, it would be no.
But Andy has only 4 lands, and he could start making those sweet, sweet zombies soon.
It needs 7 for that. Let's rein it back.
He could be at 5, drop a land next turn 6.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
Ah, all right. Claybee.
On principle, I'm going to do it because I find the tempt cycle fun.
All right. Coil.
It's my favorite land search card.
We both picked this as our favorite ramp
That's right.
land card here.
So I choose no because I know that card.
All right. So let's get some lands here. I am going to get... I gotta have some spicy lands in here, right?
Mm-hmm. I hope so. I'll get Inventor's Fair.
It's a good one. All right, I'm gonna get Sfogthos, the Relentless Tomb, and I'm going.
Jeskai Triome.
Okay, and then my next one will be a Phyrexian Tower. Tempt is only good as your opponents are greedy.
By the way, I get another insect.
Another scoot. We're gonna get really close to this. Then they all become scoot swarms, right? Once you have 7.
If I have 6 or more lands, I create a copy of Scoot, but the other ones don't become Scoots.
Okay. Yes,
Yeah.
you make.
Not that bad.
Okay.
Until you get like steal someone's Brutaclad or something, and
Ooh.
then all of your insects can become.
I don't have any threat and effects. I did get to go ham on Monday, and then Brandon stole all of my creatures, and then stole my shared animosity, and so knocked the table out with like 100 damage.
All right. I'm gonna pay 3. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. I'm gonna pay 3 for a Stinkweed Imp. If it would deal combat damage to a creature, destroy that creature. And it is a 1/2 flyer.
You should grant that Stinkweed Imp Death Touch somehow.
Death touch and just... I'm just gonna destroy you.
That's right.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and I am going to pass my turn.
Okay. End of turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'll top. And then I will scry 1. Putting this on the bottom. And then I will draw a card.
Chat,
What am I
do you think Top is going to be reprinted in Commander Legends? It would be nice if that was. I haven't been looking at... we know there were leaks. I've been actively avoiding them, and we're certainly not going to chat about them from the ones that we have seen. But I would like to see a Sensei's Dividing Top reprint.
That would be sweet.
Yes.
I had one, and then during my period where I was unemployed, had to sell it. And it's just a piece that I have not recovered in rebuilding my collection.
They're pricey.
I don't predict that it will be reprinted, only because, I mean, the whole reason it's banned in Legacy, Legacy is because it just makes turns too long.
Is it banned in Legacy? I thought it was banned in Modern.
In Vintage? Oh, in Modern? It's banned somewhere.
It's banned somewhere. Yeah, you're right. Oh, it wasn't Modern. It's too old, I think.
It makes turns
long. Sorry,
I'm not complaining. I'm not. No, I love
pack it up and go home. I'm gonna go to combat.
Yeah.
Let's see. We'll send this at Claybee.
I will take 7. Trample, commander.
Okay. All right. Second main. Tapping 2 for a mannequin.
Nice.
Would you like me to lose a life, sir?
That is some
No,
spooky artwork right there.
Then I will pass.
Does Traxos untap?
Yes.
For that mannequin? Okay.
Thank you.
Cool. So I will untap. We will draw for turn. Okay. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and green, white, red, blue. We are gonna play Omnath.
There it is.
So I'm gonna gain a life and draw a card.
Okay, good. I thought I had a glare.
And then, tell you what, trying to flip these pathways around. So I'm going to play the Timber Crown pathway, the green one. I now have 6 lands, so I'm going to make a Scout.
It's so cute. Cute Scoot.
Gain a life, and I'm actually going to gain 5 life because of Omnath. No, you see, it's fine because.
What is this standard? With Suture Priest.
I wish I still got Omnath and Standard.
Is that in Historic yet? Because this could just be a Historic deck soon.
Oh no, Omnath has been in Historic as well.
Oh, okay. Well, then there you go.
Omnath, EDH is my
you're right.
my last resort for the formats that I play.
Ban it in EDH? No, I'm kidding.
No.
I hope not, but I would understand. But I hope not. And then we are just gonna play a Veteran Explorer.
That's the one when it dies, each opponent does something?
Each player may search for up to 2 basics. Put them on the battlefield.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
So I'm going to gain a life, and I'm going to pass the turn.
I'm going to untap. And I'm going to draw. I am going to...
Yeah, chat says, wait, Claybee also has a skull clamp? All right, that's just okay with Scoot. Oh, and you have a fetch land right there? You can still crack?
I do have a fetch land that I can crack, yes.
I'm going to tap 6, and I'm going to cast my commander, Phylath.
Heck yeah.
When Phylath comes in, I'll make... So Phylath enter the battlefield, Suture Priest.
Nope, you're good, and you're good for your plants.
All right, I have 7 plants enter the battlefield. Phylath and all of these plants enter with a +1/+1 counter because they're non-humans. And I have Golgari.
Nice.
And
that may have been worth punishing for 8 life.
So if would you be interested if I swung my Golgari at you, blocking with your veteran explorer, Claybee?
Heck yeah.
All right, so I'll move. Wait, it only has 2 power, right?
It's a 1/1. It's a 1/1, so you're totally safe.
I'll move to combat and I'll swing Golgari at you.
I will happily block with Veteran Explorer.
Sweet.
So Veteran Explorer will die, and each player gets to go search for 2 basics.
And we put them into our hand or the battlefield?
So they enter the battlefield, and they're not tapped. In case that matters.
Oh. Forest. And a forest. No, a forest and a swamp.
I'm going to get a plain... and an island. So I have a bunch of triggers.
I do too. I have 2 triggers.
I also have 2 triggers.
Alright, so I guess in
So
priority...
it's Andy Zupke, then Coil, then Claybee. Right? As they always
No,
are.
I'm the active player, so I'm last.
Yep. Right, so...
Oh, it's your turn. It's your turn, you're right.
Right, so it would be Andy, then Zupke, then me, then Mike.
I do not have any of those.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna get 2 zombies off of Field of the Dead.
Alrighty. So I'm gonna get so I've got the Scute triggers and then the Omnath trigger. But so I had 2 lands enter, so each Scute is gonna see the 2 lands. And so 2 and 4, so we're just gonna do like
It's a lot of scoots.
So how many scoots are you gonna be getting?
I only have 6 because the 2 enter at the same time. The new ones don't see the second land. For does that make sense?
Right.
Yeah.
Makes
So I
sense.
have 6 scoots, but I'm gonna gain 8 life because of the Omnath trigger and the 4 entering with the Suture Priest.
Yeah.
And technically I have red, blue, green, white mana now, but I don't have anything to do with that, so that's the end of my triggers.
So then I'm going to target 2 different one of my plants with each Phylath trigger and put 4+1/+1 counters on each of them. So I now have 2 5/6 plants and 5 1/2 plants. And then
Seems very good.
then I'll declare going to my end step, passing the turn and stuff like that.
Sure. I'm gonna sack a Stinkweed for 2 black mana. And then I'm not gonna use anything with that mana.
Mana burn.
Yep.
Go to 27.
Go to untap. Let's go ahead and dredge 5.
We're not sus. Claybee and I are not sus.
They said they have cards that don't look like normal Magic cards. Kind of sus. 1, 2, 3,
What happens when you play with
4,
tokens?
5. Oh, I like those things. And Stinkweed Imp to my hand. I mean, this seems fun. This seems really, really fun. I'm going to go ahead and pay 3, 4. Actually, no, I don't think that's no. I'm going to move to combat, and I guess this is at 5, 6, 7 now. So it's a 9/9. I'm going to swing at Andy Zupke for 9.
Okay.
Not trample.
Okay. I'll block with a zombie.
Okay. Okay. Second main, I'm going to cast a Living Death.
I don't have any creatures in my graveyard though.
I don't either. Um.
Now, why would you do a thing like this?
Why would you do this thing?
Why have you done this?
I can't believe you've done this.
Well, I have no effects.
I'm gonna respond. So let me just read this real quick. Each player exiles all creature cards from his graveyard and sacrifices all creatures. So creature cards. Okay.
What is Warping Whale counter? I can't remember.
Sorceries. I do
Interesting.
not have that in my hand though.
Dang it.
All right. I am going to sacrifice Triangle of War,
Mhm.
and Traxos will fight Jarad.
I'm gonna sack it to Phyrexian Tower. For 2 black mana.
Whatever. All right.
All right. So living
Are
death.
you putting Jarad in the graveyard or
I
in?
am putting it in the graveyard.
All right.
So now we exchange.
Yeah. So.
I'm going
Farewell
to choose
dispute.
to put my commander in the command zone.
I am also going to choose that. I do get my Veteran Explorer back, so we can get even more lands.
Yep. Traxos is in the command zone.
Yeah, chat said a beautiful but a master Golgari player would have a sack outlet for Jarad. And then they're like, oh, there it is. Okay, so I've got some ETB triggers. I will stack them so that the last one that happens is going to be the Phyrexian Dreadnought. Eternal Witness entering, I am going to get a Putrefy back to my hand. Acidic Slime entering, I am going to get the... What's this middle one there, Andy? What's next to Divining Top in between the tome?
So Divining Top, Tome of Legends, Maze Mind Tome.
Oh, there's 2 tomes.
2 tomes.
Yes.
Tome 1 and
Fun.
2 tomes. Which tome do you want more?
Because that's the one you're gonna
Is that a
kill.
trick question?
No, I'm gonna get rid of the other one. You keep the one you want. Is that a trick?
I probably want the Tome of Legends more.
Okay, then I'll hit the Maze Mind tome with the Acidic Slime.
Andy, formerly known as Andy Two Tomes Zupke.
Okay,
Maybe Tome.
and then we have a Playcrafter trigger. Each player sacks a creature, and if they can't, they discard a card. Or a Planeswalker.
Oh no, I've got to sack this Veteran Explorer, and everybody
Oh.
gets to go get 2 basics.
Oh no.
Discard this Urza's Mine.
I'm going to discard Ayula's Influence.
Okay, I'm sacking the Playcrafter to itself.
Serene Mountain.
We're searching for 2 basics again.
2 basics again.
2 basics.
Mountain and Forest.
I'm going to grab a forest and a swamp. Okay, I'm going to have the...
You get 2 wastes, and I'll get 2 zombies.
2 wastes and 2 zombies. All right.
You got it.
All right, so I am going to now... Actually, I guess I don't want the Phyrexian Dreadnought. I want the Phyrexian Delver to happen last. So Phyrexian Dreadnought is going to go on now, and I'm going to pay 3 and sack it in response to its trigger to have each opponent lose 12 life.
Okay. Little cutesy wootsy tricks.
And now the Delver is going to come in, and I'm going to return Phyrexian Dreadnought from the graveyard to the battlefield and lose 1 life for its CMC. And when it enters, I'm going to pay 3 in response to its trigger to sack it and have each opponent lose 12 life.
Down
What?
to 9.
A nerd.
And then after that, I pass. What a nerd.
What a nerd.
What a nerd. That was probably the biggest play of Jarad I've ever done in my life.
That was quite something.
I've seen bigger.
Have you?
Yeah,
I guess if I
instant
have
win.
well,
Yeah.
a fair one. Chat says sniff, that was so beautiful.
I'm going to. I'll top.
Jarad is getting +2.
And then I'll take off this counter to draw a card. Alright, then we'll go to my turn.
Hey, 90s MTG. Yeah, it's a really nice Omnath. Shiny alt art. It's great.
Alright, land for turn is a Radiant Fountain. I will gain 2 life. I'll make a zombie.
Coil Chat asked you, how much bigger of a turn do you want?
I'm just saying, there's a card that just kills everybody.
Oh yeah, I've been on Lexicon. They did Lord of Extinction and Merit Lage in the same turn.
Oh, I don't have a Merit Lage. That's spicy.
Yeah, that's a tough one to deal with.
I guess if you have the Vampire Hexmage in your deck, I mean, I guess that works, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was like a turn 3.
Oh,
Merit
God.
Lage.
Wow.
Nice.
No
Oh,
ice. All is dust.
Colored permanents.
Wow. That's fair.
Woohoo.
The zombies are gone.
That's a great Mario 64 right there.
Okay. All right, they're gone. They're out of here.
I would just have to recover from 9 life.
I mean, you're gonna play your commander and get like how many tokens right now?
And still have 9 life. I might add.
At least you have blockers, though. You do have blockers.
Should have gained a life from Inventor's Fair too. I forgot
I
about
just want to say that you didn't swing at me, and I'm at 9 life.
All of those things had summoning sickness.
No, I had 2 zombies that didn't.
Oh, Andy. Oh, I thought you were talking to me, Coil.
I was actually talking at Flory. I'm saying blockers don't help me.
Oh, sure. Yeah, when I can just fling them away.
Correct.
Correct.
Go ahead, Claybee.
I gotta say, I'm really glad that I didn't drain Coil. With that.
I would be dead.
Yeah. I was
No, I'd
really
be
glad.
at 2. I'd be at 2.
Really glad that we didn't do that.
I'm also glad. I'll pay it forward.
Untap, upkeep, we will draw. Alrighty. So let's where we're at now looks nothing like where we were last time I untapped.
It was quite a change in this game.
Quite a change. All my poor scoots.
I've played too much with Chris Wolf, Kelsum Gaming, because I don't cast that card very often.
That living death. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh,
6.
it's in the graveyard. It's not in my hand. It should be there. I was like, where is it?
So I'm gonna play Avenger of Zendikar.
Hey.
So I'm gonna make 10 plants.
It's a lot of plates.
Yuck.
Oh no.
I'm gonna respond to it and cast my Roiling Regrowth and sacrifice a forests and search my library for 2 basic lands, put them on the battlefield tab.
Sweet, yeah. And then I'm going to see where to pay 1 to equip one of the plants with a skull clamp. It will die. I will draw 2.
Dead.
That's what we weren't hoping. All right, I will pay and do another one to draw 2. All right, that's a little better. And then we're going to play our land for turn. We'll play Mountain. So the 8 plants are now going to get a 1/1 counter. So they are now 1/2s.
1/2s.
And I will pass at 7 cards.
I will untap.
Okay, let's do some more speculation. The other one for Commander Legends was there's a permanent with an ability that says you control your opponents while ... While what? What are they doing?
While they're untapping.
While they're right? You control your opponents whenever they tap their lands.
Or if they when they go to discard, when they go to cleanup, if they have more than 7, you can decide what they.
Ooh.
Discard. That would be wild. A legendary creature that shares 4 of the 5 words in its name with 3 other legendary creatures.
Say that again?
So there's a legendary creature that has 5 words in its name. It shares 4 of those words with 3 other legendary creatures. So it's got to be like a something of... you know what I mean? Like...
The Ghost of Avengers.
So they did say that there's going to be animal familiars in this, so maybe it's a familiar of another legendary creature.
Right, but it shares with 3 other legendaries. Is the curious.
Chat says Dayman, champion of the sun.
So yeah, so if one word is the, you know, and then it could be of, could be another one.
I'm going to cast my commander and make 12 plants.
Yeah.
You've got 12 plants.
And then...
I like how on the spell table, Mike and I's side is just plants.
It's just lots of plants.
I gotta figure out a way to get Living Death back.
There's just 20 plants. Don't worry about it.
And then I'm going to tap 3, and I'm going to cast a Grow from the Ashes and just search for 1 basic land and put it on the battlefield and make one of these plants into a 4/5. And then I'm going to search for a mountain. And then that'll be the end of my turn.
That's the end of your turn. All right. Let's untap over here. Chat says lots of photosynthesis. Draw for turn.
Heard the call of Dayman, champion of the sun, and the plants responded.
This seems... Oh, it's a sorcery. Oh, I don't know how to beat Claybee then. Shoot.
What? What? Sorry, huh?
I'm going to pay 6. And I'm going to play Jarad. And right now Jarad has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's getting +7, +7. It's 9, 9. And then I'm going to play... Oh, wait. But wait. Oh, no, I can't do it that way. I only have one option. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I have to do it this way. I'm going to play a Vigor Mortis to return a creature card from my graveyard to the battlefield. If green was spent, it enters with a +1/+1 counter on it. So if I bring back the Dreadnought, I can take out Andy and Coil, but then I'm going to just lose to Claybee. If I bring back... What was that, Andy? If I bring back Delver, it brings back Dreadnought. I lose 1 life. I think that's what I have to do, right? So I grab a Delver. It enters with a +1/+1 counter on it.
Hold on.
Okay. Holding.
I'm gonna see if there's anything I can do here.
Okay.
Because you're pretty much gonna kill me right now, right?
Yeah, I think I hit you and Coil.
Okay.
So Vigor Mortis is what's happening.
Okay.
And I paid a green into it.
And you're targeting
Phyrexian Delver.
Phyrexian Delver. Okay. I'll see if I can... I don't think I can play anything at instant speed. No, I guess I gotta go for it. I don't know whether I can do anything, but I'm gonna look. 1, 2, 4. I'll sacrifice Inventor's Fair to go look for an artifact.
Okay.
It'll just go to my hand.
Sorry, doing it this way doesn't kill Andy, right? Because the Phyrexian Dreadnought isn't it a 10-10?
It's a 12-12.
Oh, it's a 12-12. Never mind. Okay, sorry.
No, you're good.
This is not a card I see on the battlefield. I only ever see.
You usually see it's usually just sitting in the graveyard. Yeah.
Yeah, it's there and then it's gone, and I'm hurt.
Chat. Well, he's trying to go for the 2-for-1 special. Yeah, but I don't know if that's the right special because it's gonna get me dead.
I don't know if getting one extra body on the battlefield is gonna do it.
No, it's probably not. I figure I'm dead either way around if I have 2 people going at me.
I haven't even had Phylath without summoning sickness yet. I've been doing a whole lot of token creation, and that's it.
No.
Yeah, that's mostly been I got to draw a couple cards of Skull Clamp, but otherwise I made tokens and then sacked tokens and then made tokens and then sacked tokens.
I've enjoyed that Veteran Explorer. I should probably throw that in this deck.
Yeah, I'm really regretting giving you 4 lands. This is like...
So that's going to my hand, but I can't cast it, so... the only other thing I can do is... Yeah, I'll just die.
Okay, so well,
silly.
Well, hold on. Here's my thought. No, I'm gonna die. I have to. All right, Phyrexian Dreadnought comes back. I lose 1 life, and then I'm going to sacrifice it. When its ability goes on the stack, when it enters, I may sack, or you do sack. Otherwise, you have to sack it. So I'm gonna sack itself. Each opponent loses 12.
Okay.
And then when it's gone, you don't have to actually resolve that. And then I'm passing.
All right. On your end step, I'm gonna crack sack Windswept Teeth.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get.
I assume I don't even know if I get another turn.
It doesn't. I don't think it matters. So we're gonna get a Stomping Ground tapped.
Okay.
The plants are gonna get a 1/1 counter.
Chat, you so dead, Andy. Yeah, I know. I'm not long for this world.
They're now 8. So it's 8 2/3s.
Okay. Oh gosh. It's happening.
So you have the 2.
Yeah, so this is a 9/9 and a 3/2.
Okay. Didn't the Phyrexian Delver get the 1/1 counter from Vigor Mortis?
Oh, it did. I'm sorry. I have a 4/3.
Okay. Alright. Sick. Alright, so go to my turn.
Oh no, that's an 8/8. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 creatures in the graveyard now. Yeah, because this came out, so there's 6.
Alright, awesome. So we will draw for turn. So
Hey, Lenny. Oh, man, I missed the Andy kill.
Lenny. So we're gonna play Azusa, Lost was Seeking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna play an island for turn. They're 3/4s.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna play a mountain for turn. They're 4/5s. And then
These right now.
4 white for Overloaded Winds of Abandon.
Yes. Yes.
You're giving him more
That's a
lands.
good finish there. I like it.
Excellent. And then
I get 2. Do they come in untapped or tapped?
They come in tapped.
And they're basics, right?
They're basics. You do get 2 tapped basics.
Swamp and a forest. Okay.
And then we swing in for 37.
You did it. Nice game.
Thank
Well
you,
done.
good games, everyone.
game.
That's Omnath's
game,
first
friends.
victory.
I can't. I was like, I don't know how I survive either way. I was like,
Yeah.
if I give you both a turn, I think I'm dead regardless. Because I assumed, and deservingly, it should have come back towards me. So, Coyle, what did you have? I'm just curious what you were going to do with those beefy plants. Scape shift? Oh my gosh.
Oh god.
And a creeper hawk to give all of my plants. Well, by paying one and a green, I make a plant have base power 5/5, and they gain trample until end of turn.
Oh boy.
I was gonna try to wipe the board, wipe everyone out next turn.
Nice. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, thank you for joining us tonight. We are going to go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be back with game 2 in just a moment.